Good evening and welcome to Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I am Madhavdas G. Viewers, the Supreme Court has ordered a CBI investigation into the Karur Stampede tragedy in which 41 people have lost their lives. The top court, while pronouncing this order, has said that the incident has shaken the conscience of the nation and requires a fair and impartial investigation. A bench of Justices J.K. Maheshwari and N.V. Anjaria have also formed a three-member supervisory committee which will monitor the CBI probe. This panel will be headed by retired Supreme Court Judge Justice Ajay Rastogi. And as per the Supreme Court's order, he will choose two senior IPS officers not below the Inspector General of Police rank. They may belong to the Tamil Nadu cadre but not be a native of the state. The CBI is required to submit a monthly status report as well on the progress of the investigation to this particular committee. Supreme Court has also criticized the Madras High Court for ordering an SIT inquiry into this matter, when the petition had only sought for the formulation of standard operating procedure for political rallies. The TVK, which had sought a court-monitored probe, welcomed this verdict.
What we wanted is for a fair and impartial probe. And I think that by transferring the case to CBI and having retired Supreme Court judges to monitor it, I think our prayer has been accepted, considered by this Supreme Court, and we are very happy for it. And also this DMK's designs of forming a one-person chairperson chaired commission to probe this in a very hasty manner, that also has been struck down by the Supreme Court, and we are happy for it.
Now, the court's verdict also sparked a fierce war of words. Both the AIDMK and the BJP welcomed the verdict. The BJP asserting that it was the first party to demand a CBI investigation in this case. Calling the verdict a slap on DMK's face, BJP accused the state administration of shunning responsibility and shifting the blame for what had happened. In response, the DMK asserted that the verdict is not a setback for the state government, as the case has merely been transferred and no clean sheet has been given to either the TVK or Vijay. Listen into the war of words.
No, Tamil Nadu Bharatiya Janata Party, right from the day of Stampede in Karur, which unfortunately took away the lives of 41 people, we have been consistently asking for a CBI probe. When the current Chief Minister was our opposition leader, so he wanted CBI inquiry multiple times. It only shows the double standards of DMK government and Chief Minister Stalin ji.
We welcome the Supreme Court judgment today on the Karur issue. It is a slap on the face of the DMK. Today, the Supreme Court has slapped this DMK government. At least now, the DMK, the Chief Minister, should realize their mistake. This is definitely a setback for DMK.
They say it's a setback to DMK. How is it a setback to DMK? The Supreme Court has not given a clean sheet to TVK or Mr. Vijay that they were not responsible for the stampede. They have merely transferred the investigation. The truth will come out. And we all know how CBI operates. TVK and Vijay have straight away gone and fallen on the lap of the BJP. And the BJP will milk it on the eve of the elections, 2026 election.
स्वागत योग्य है और उन्होंने रिटायर्ड हाई कोर्ट के जज की नेतृत्व में गठित भी किया है और प्रदेश सरकार जो डीएमके की सरकार है, हमारे सहयोगी की सरकार है, उसने कहा था कि जितना इन्होंने परमिशन ली थी उससे कई गुना ज्यादा लिया और उसके बाद बैठ के आप इंतजार कर रहे हैं कि और भीड़ आए तो पूरी तरह दोषी है.
Times also spoke to the kin of the 2-year-old innocent who lost his life in the Karur Stampede. Listen in.
Our conversation is the relatives and the parents of Dhuru Vishnu, a 2-year-old child who lost his life in the Karur Stampede. Sir, இன்னைக்கு அந்த விசாரணை வந்து சிபிஐக்கு மாத்தி இருக்காங்க. நீங்க சிபிஐ இடத்துல உங்களுக்கு ஒரு தீர்க்கமான விசாரணை கிடைக்கும் நம்புறீங்களா?
நம்புறேங்க மேடம். நான் என்னன்னா இனி என்னோட தாட் என்னன்னா யாருக்குமே இனி என் பையனோட நடந்த துயரம் மாதிரி வேற யாருக்கும் நடக்கக்கூடாது. என்னோடது அது ஒண்ணு மட்டும்தான் என்னோட பொறுப்பு. என் பையன் போனது போயிட்டா நான் இப்ப யார் மேலேயும் எது சொல்லி என் பையன் எனக்கு வரப்போறது கிடையாது. என் பையன் என்கிட்ட கிடைக்க போறதும் கிடையாது. எனக்கு எந்த விசாரணை போனாலும் சரி இனி என் பையனோட நடந்த மாதிரி துயரம் யாருக்கும் நடக்கக்கூடாது. அதுதான் என்னோடது. நான் அடுத்தது என் வீட்டுக்கார வாய் பேச முடியாது. நான் அதை தான் நான் மாற்ற வேலைக்கு போய் நான் காப்பாத்துறதுக்கு அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் இந்த வேலையை தான் நான் பார்க்கணும். போன பையன் எனக்கு திரும்பி கிடைக்க மாட்டான். நான் யார் மேலேயும் குறை சொல்ல முடியாது. கொடுத்தது அவங்களுக்கும் தெரியாது, இவங்களுக்கும் தெரியும். யார் மேலேயும் என்னால் குறை சொல்ல முடியாது. எனக்கு வந்து என் பையனுக்கு நடந்த மாதிரி இனி யாருக்கும் நடக்கக்கூடாது. அதுதான் என்னோட தாட்டுங்க மேடம்.
உங்க பேர் சார்?
விமலுங்க மேடம்.
All right, Dhani is joining us for more on this. Dhani, you've spoken to several of the kin of those, including the 2-year-old who's lost his life, and his family members in particular are welcoming this particular decision. The larger question is that now TVK says that they hope that justice will be done because they were demanding a court-monitored probe. How is this really going to impact as far as the politics of Tamil Nadu is concerned? Dhani.
Well, definitely just a few moments back, we are looking at an official tweet from Tamilaka Vettrikalagam's handle, and this tweet says that justice will prevail. This seems to be the first reaction of TVK after the Supreme Court order. They believe that justice will prevail. On the other hand, the DMK is also telling the same. We looked at Mr. Saravanan reaction, and he also says justice will prevail. So both of them, they are throwing allegations against each other, and they feel that at the end justice should be prevailing. We have to wait and see how this matter unfolds politically in the coming days. But for the time being, one we can confidently tell is that this matter is being discussed widely by all the public and all sections of the society here in Tamil Nadu.
All right, thanks so much for joining us with that quick update, Dhani. Let's quickly go across to Arun Raj, TVK General Secretary, who is joining us. Mr. Arun Raj, first and foremost, the Supreme Court has now ordered a CBI probe into the Karur Stampede. So this basically means that the Tamil Nadu SIT will not be probing this case. How do you look at this development?
First of all, while we sought a court-monitored probe for a fair and impartial investigation into this unfortunate incident, we did per se ask for CBI investigation, but whereas other petitioners sought CBI investigation, so the Supreme Court in its infinite wisdom has given a sort of hybrid judgment whereby the investigation will be transferred to CBI. That too will be monitored by a committee, SIT, chaired by the retired Supreme Court judge. So though we are not very much delighted, we are happy that one of the main prayers that the court-monitored probe should be there has been granted by the Supreme Court, and we are very happy for it.
Right. But the DMK's charge has long been that central agencies have been misused many times in the past. In this particular case also, they have cited the fact that BJP has been constantly saying that Vijay is not at fault, and therefore they believe, and in the past also they've said that, that the CBI and agencies are being misused. They've also stated that this does not mean that TVK or Vijay have a clean sheet yet. How do you look at that?
See, when this one custodial death happened of one young lad, Ajit Kumar, it was DMK government which transferred the case to CBI. So why it is when 41 deaths had happened, when there are doubts related to the manner in which police has reacted and the manner in which subsequent events unfolded. For example, to name one particular thing, this manner in which postmortems were conducted in a hurried manner. So I am really puzzled that DMK is saying that CBI will lead to going to CBI will lead to somewhat biased investigation. What, from our point of view, right from the beginning, we wanted a court-monitored probe. So, since the Supreme Court has granted this prayer on our part, we are confident that Supreme Court, we have confidence in this judicial system, and since this retired Supreme Court judges will have us monitoring over this CBI investigations, we are happy for it.
All right, Mr. Arun Raj, thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking to us here at Times Now. Let's also very quickly tell you, viewers, what really has the Supreme Court really said as far as the investigation is concerned and why it has been given, in fact, to the CBI specifically. They've cited the reasons for the transfer of the probe, and here are the reasons that have been cited by the top court in its judgment. One, the political undertone of this particular case. They've also gone on to add that there's an emphasis on a fair and impartial probe that has to be there. There are doubts over top officers' remarks that have also been expressed by the Apex Court. Let's quickly take it across to our guest now. K.C. Palaniswamy is ex-member of Parliament, ex-MLA and senior leader of the ADMK. Dr. Syed Hafiz is spokesperson of the DMK. Syed Hafiz, first question to you. You have the TVK, you have the BJP, which are welcoming this development and which are saying that this clearly goes to show that the attempt of the DMK government to not hand it over to a central agency and the very fact that the Supreme Court has decided that it was fit for such a case is really going to show that the DMK government and what it was doing in this case in terms of the investigation was not going in the right track. Your response, Syed Hafiz.
First of all, there are many cases which has been transferred from the state to the CBI. I can quote the cases from Tamil Nadu as such, which are laying in the cold storage for quite some time. The CBI, which booked the case of around 570 crores in the container, 570 crores of cash in the container. Now it's nearly 10-11 years now since the demonetization. We don't know what is the status of the case. But however, on the other hand, the police which was handling the cases, Tamil Nadu police which was handling many cases, from the Anna University sexual assault case to another Adambakam case where a girl was killed because she didn't accept the love of the other guy. So all these cases we have given the justice to the people. In this particular case, it's nothing. It's not a loss for the DMK. It's just an interim order. Let the CBI inquire. Our problem was that usually when such cases go to the Supreme Court, there should be a prima facie where...
No, but in this case, they are saying there are doubts over top officers' remarks. This is what Supreme Court is saying. Leave alone what BJP and ADMK are saying.
Yeah, that's only a statement. Where is a proof of incompetency on the state police? There is no evidence on that. SIT has just taken over.
Mr. Palnisamy.
Has never given a press
Okay, let me put that question to Mr. Palnisamy. Mr. Palnisamy, where is the proof of any malified intention or any wrong action on part of the police or the investigators? The SIT is just about taken over. Your response to the DMK spokesperson?
Yeah, I think the CBI should also investigate the role of the local DMK people, the Karur local leaders' role in this incident, and the failures of the government, particularly the police, which lead to the 41 lives, the stampede. So that has to be specifically, it should be the terms of references for the investigation. And it should be a time bounded. Though the Supreme Court has asked for a monthly report, it should not take years. Before the election, maybe the Supreme Court further has to clarify a time-bounded investigation, maybe within 93 months or within 6 months. The final reports has to be filed.
Right.
So has to be filed.
Okay,
so these are all the areas which CBI should focus.
The failure, Dr. Hafiz, is not just in the investigation, it's on the planning and execution, for which the state, the district administration and the district police are already under the lens. Respond to what the ADMK is saying.
I will tell you why there is a political angle to it. The learned fellow panelists who said before the elections that the Supreme Court should give something. This is where the political angle comes in. See, that is what. There can be accusation. So, just to say that whenever there is an allegation on the state police, that case needs to be transferred to the CBI. There are very many allegations on the top officers of the police department. I'll tell you, we have suspended an ADGP of Tamil Nadu police on allegations. Where there
but may I ask you, Mr. Hafiz, you may take action on the ADGP, that is fine. But the question that many will ask, if you felt that Vijay or the TVK were actually at fault, why was Vijay not arrested? Why was he not made an accused in the case if that was indeed the matter that you are arguing now?
That is where you should give credit to the SIT or the Tamil Nadu police. If we had such intentions to bury this case, we would have fixed Vijay as an accused. That is more easy for the police. We didn't do that. We are investigating. We are investigating on the right track. When there is evidence enough to arrest X person, Y person, Z person, the police will do that. Simple.
Sir, I think the failures are there. They are all captured on video. Many would believe that if the government was really keen on doing that, they could have done so. But anyway, Mr. Palnisamy, quick response. Quick response. If we really wanted to go after Vijay, we could have done so. This shows that we do not have any malified intention. Please respond to it.
No, without making Vijay as an accused, how could the police have blamed Vijay? Vijay is the sole reason and TVK is the sole reason for this stampede. And I think the CBI should also investigate the role of the local police, which lead to stampede, and the local DMK people. And also the BJP should not try to use this for its political alliances. Naturally, people will think if there is a TVK and BJP alliance, maybe this CBI has been used to conclude that alliance.
Well,
So
all
without
political parties, all alliances in Tamil Nadu at this moment looking at the possibility of wooing Vijay either closer to the elections or perhaps even after, and that's where the entire equations and the dynamics of this changes drastically following what has happened in the Supreme Court and the ordering of a CBI probe. Thanks so much for joining us this evening, Mr. Syed Hafiz as well as Mr. Padnisami.